Hi, my name is Marty. Uh, been aware of energy for about 3 years or so, aware of energy work for the past about two, but really only started kind of really diving into that, I'd say, the past year or so. So very much newbie, amateur. Um, but the people like Peter who have come into my life have really helped me just get a much deeper understanding of myself and how I can move through the world. Um, I lived in Hawaii for several years, and during my time there is when I really started to become aware of how energy flows, how energy moves around me, how different pockets of the earth have very different uh, sort of background resonance. So you can have places that are very potent, very strong, very old. On the Big Island, you have these youthful, energetic, vibrant kind of environments. And so in the extreme case of the Big Island in Hawaii, I was really able to pick up on those things. And since I now live in Colorado, since moving back into the city, moving back into sort of a different kind of place, I can have the awareness of these places in a very different way, especially with the way that I move through them and how I process them for myself. When I met Peter, he helped give me a lot of tips and more awareness in how to keep myself grounded and really learning how to protect my energy, at least being aware of when I need to be more grounded, when I'm feeling a little bit too up, how to bring myself down, and just gather myself and ground. And that's a big thing for me, especially having dealt with a lot of sort of mental health things. I have some physical problems that have kind of spiraled me out through depression and anxiety. And since having this awareness now for how my energy body works, for how I can manipulate that energy body, how I can work with it, it's given me a lot more peace, even in challenging times, because I know if I'm feeling low and sluggish, I can do things, I can do breath work, I can do working out, I can do these different things that I can then pick that energy up. And if I'm feeling a little bit too buzzy, I'm feeling kind of antsy, I know how to bring myself down and regulate my system. And the idea of the energy that flows within me, around me, within the earth, and learning how to be more connected with that has just helped me feel like I'm really truly a part of this place. I think that we deal a lot with disconnection in the modern world and a lack of awareness of kind of what we are at our core, which I do believe is energetic in nature. We are electrical. We have lightning in our blood, and it's important to learn how to control. Seems like such an intense word, but learn how to control that. Learn how to work with it. Learn how to observe the way that moves through me. And again, I'm pretty new to all of this. I mean, yeah, it's been a few years, but I still consider that new. And it's been a path that's been really, really helpful for me. I've been fortunate enough to spend time with many different groups of indigenous people and indigenous cultures. And I find a lot of that, especially when I was living in Hawaii, I find that really broadened my perspective on the energy within me. You have many different names for it and different things. Chi, prana, in Hawaii is mana. And I really started to feel my mana and to see it in other people and really feel into it in a different way, in a more powerful way. And it's really beautiful. It really opened my eyes up to the beauty of what it is to be alive and and find strength in the amount that I feel. I tend to be a very sensitive person, and having the awareness of all of the various layers of myself and learning how to work with them has really changed how I move through the world. Tend to be more grounded, tend to be more aware, and yeah, it's just really it's been really beautiful to learn about, and incredibly thankful for the people like Peter that help kind of show the way and in a kind and loving way. And yeah, they're really excited to just continue to learn more and more about how uh, the essence of life moves through me. Um, it's a really beautiful process, and even when things are hard, it's nice that there's practices that I can fall back on to bring me back to center. And I think that's an important thing to do, is find your ways back to center. And without the types of energy, without energy work, I find that people will always be sort of disconnected from what it is to be human, because we end up getting too stuck in the material world, the physical world. But there's more than that. It's deeper than that. Um, we are spirit, and I think in learning how to better work with my spirit and work with the energy that moves through me, to realize that there's all the energy centers in my body. And for me, I have thyroid condition, and so I have blocks in my throat, and I've experienced through some breathwork facilitation that I'm very blocked there. Like, I don't have a chance to express that. So what kind of things do I need to do to practice opening that energy channel? I went through a breathwork facilitation. That was a really powerful experience for me, and I've had this pain in the back of my in my back for years, and that went away through various types of work. And yeah, it's interesting to bring awareness to certain pains in my body aren't related to just the physical. It can also be in the energetic and the spiritual realm. And yeah, I think it's just important to be aware of all the different layers that we're a part of, and to really try and get a hold of that, and to appreciate the places that we exist within,